Hello comic book worms, welcome to my channel. This is Naman. Let's start eating comic books.
Oh, what fun we're going to have together.
Episode 25. Let's pick one. Oh, I'm looking at the comic book, but I don't want to look at it. Oh, X-Men. Jim Lee's that full continuous thing. Oh, Demon Days X-Men. Okay, I want to try both of these, but obviously I have to choose one of those guys. Oh, Grey Castle. Well, that was interesting. Grey Castle. And Image Brigade. Okay, that's two. This is a. I think that might is that like a from anime or I'm not sure. Grey Castle. Sounds familiar. Convergence, Trinity, Infinity, Inc. Okay, that's from BC Comic Book. That looks like a Wanda. What's her name? The Witch. Scarlet Witch. Fantasy Life Story. That is cool cover. Okay, that's three. 1, 2, 3. Master of the Universe. Spoiler alert. If I ever pick this one, that's going to be one and done. Cable. Issue number 1. That's 3, 4. Okay, one more. Dark Claw Legend. I thought this was going to be Nicole, Batman, Wolverine. Where's the $8? That's not for that. I'm sure I picked that up for $1 somewhere. And Amalgam. Okay. Yeah, and this is Arabian Night. Sinbad. Sinbad. Issue 0 again. Again with the issue 0 thing. What is issue 0? Okay, that's what I'm gonna pick on this one. Since I want to send this back to my original. No, I have that. I want to pick this one. Okay, I have the comic book here. Just to check on my photo. If I took a good photo or not. Let me see. Let me turn myself off. Little rub there. 1, 2. Yeah. Just check the comic book too. Looks pretty clean. Let me see if those are. That looks like a 3 right there. Yeah, that's right. 3. 3 right there. 4. I say about 9.6. This is Peach Momoko art. I don't even have to look at the credit. It says right there, Peach Momoko. Beautiful, beautiful watercolor. I love it. Alright, this is published in May 2021. Demon Days, X-Men #1. So I'm doing a spoiler alert on this one. I'm going to spoil the heck out of this, so please be aware. Yeah, I don't normally give a spoiler alert on a book that's 5-10 years old, but this is only 1 year old, so I'll go ahead and give my spoiler alert. Okay. Okay, this It's done by Peach Momoko, Story and Art. So internal art will be easy to check because I'm gonna like her art. Let me see. Let me go and turn myself off. Okay. I already like this. This character not so much, but this character is so well drawn. And this is all watercolor too. I love that. I love the layout like that. Some simple, some cartoony, but that's typical manga format. Yeah. I wish these ads don't appear in the middle like this, but oh, I love that. I love that. Beautiful internal artwork. Looks like all done by watercolor, which is super hard in my view. So I really appreciate the effort that went into making this comic book, as far as art is concerned. Wow, I love this layout. A lot of action going on. Again, I don't like these ads in the middle of the comic book. It interrupts the flow, in my view. But that's typical of all comic books, I suppose, in the United States. Okay, I love the internal artwork. Love it, love it. This is a bit unusual for me, at least in modern books. Story and art by same person, Peach Momoko. And then it's English adaptation by Jack Davison. I think Peach Momoko is Japanese. I think this is Japanese tale. I would love to see this in Japanese, even though I don't read Japanese. The title is Demon Days X-Men #1, May 2021, published as a one-shot, but I don't think this is one-shot. Let me explain at the end. Let me go ahead and turn myself off and let's go right to the story. Turn myself off. So story begins with this prologue. Describe this character right there from Mountain as a Oni. I think Oni, yeah, Oni. Yeah, Oni. These are fighter. She's a higher samurai. That's Wolf, and that's some monster also. But as you go along the book, this is what the spoiler is all about. That's a Hulk. That represents Hulk. I don't know who she's supposed to represent. Maybe Kate Bishop. She's not the X-Men. Well, I think that's a Psylocke because she has soul, and that's Wolverine for sure because he's named Logan. I'll show you, and that's Venom. You can clearly tell that's Venom. Well, Oni comes into town, eating their food, stealing farmers' food because farmers been cutting out the mountains to make more farmlands, right? So farmers and these Onis are having conflict. Of course, she's angry about that, and she's going after Oni. She thinks she could take care of him, and Oni runs away. Yeah. So he's not so beastly after all. Then walks in this higher samurai that, you know, she fights for money, I guess. So they're gonna hire her to get rid of Oni. Then they have another problem. This temple has been occupied by this monster, Venom monster. So villagers are saying, "Hey, we need to get rid of this, and we need to get rid of Omni." And so she goes, "Well, I'm a higher assassin or samurai, so I could help you guys." And she said, "I'm part of the villagers, so I'm going to help." And then right? I think that's supposed to be Wanda. I don't know which, because she has a magic power. So they team up, and all right, Sai, I'll be waiting for you at the temple. So she's gonna go to the temple with the Omni. she's gonna go and take care of the Oni at the mountains. And she encounters Hawk, basically. Hawk, that's supposed to be Red Hawk, not Green Hawk. And she finds out that Hawk has a kid, and all he wants is food. Villagers are taking his food from the mountain, so she say, hey, why don't you help us get rid of this monster at the temple? And they team up to get rid of this monster, Venom, right? A lot of good action going on, visually anyway. Oni gets hurt. I mean, not Oni, the Wolverine gets hurt by this Venom. Now, and let me tell you why some of these people are what I think they are. Right here. Thanks for everything, Logan. You healed up fast, right? So that's Wolverine, Logan, Wolverine. I think Hawk had his own thing going on. Give a hint there before, but I'm not going to go back to that frame. Anyway, as you read along, you find out that it's actually just a manga read by some young girl in the bed. All this story. I guess the redhead, I think she might be Black Widow. I'm not sure. Then here you see that Wolf or Wolverine or Logan in the bushes. So and then it's supposed to be some kind of a cliffhanger because it says to be continued. So I have no idea how this story is supposed to unfold. I'm really confused. And all throughout the book, I'm just going, who's that? Who's that supposed to be? Instead of enjoying the book, enjoying the story, I'm just wondering, hey, is that supposed to be Hulk? How is that Hulk? Why does Hulk have a kid? That kind of stuff. So, yeah. So, my final statement about this book, confusing. Very confusing. So is it one and done? Well, it's supposed to be one shot, but it says to be continued on the last page. I don't know. I'm glad I have the book because I love the artwork inside. I wish the story was told by itself without the Marvel connection, without X-Men connection, without Hulk connection, because it interrupted the story for me. Things keep flowing. So I don't know if I judged the book correctly or not, or story correctly or not. I mean, definitely story was light, and and I'm not too curious about what's to come next in this particular universe. I would be curious if it was a story by itself, but it wasn't. So is it one and done? I'm glad I got the book, but it is one and done. Even if it's not a one shot. Anyway, till next time, I'm out.